8 video games left on my list, and this is part 7. And hopefully it'll be last part. No, there won't be a part 8, so let's get into it. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic is back, and once again he must face the evil Dr. Robotnik and stop his attempt to conquer the world. In order to achieve his goal, Dr. Robotnik captures all of the animals he can find and transforms them into robots to do his bidding. Sonic must defeat Dr. Robotnik and save his friends. The action has never been more fast or furious than this. Streets of Rage. This city was once a happy, peaceful place, till one day a powerful, secret criminal organization took over. This vicious syndicate soon had control of the government and even the police force. The city has become a center of violence and crime where no one is safe. Amid this turmoil, a group of determined young police officers is sworn to clean up the city. Among them are Adam Hunter, Axel Stone, and Blaze Fielding. They decided to put their lives on the line and take back their city through their special hand-to-hand combat abilities. They were willing to risk everything. They were willing to risk anything, even their lives, on the Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage 2. Just having one peaceful year, the city was returned to its nightmarish state and criminals were once again running rampant. Blaze and Axel found the house of Adam was wrecked and a picture of Adam chained to the wall at the feet of Mr. X. Axel at the feet of Mr. X. Axel and Blaze team up with Adam's younger brother Eddie Skate Hunter and Axel's friend, professional wrestler Max Thunder, to free the city and rescue Adam from the syndicate. This time their weapons were improved and each of them was given a special ability to fight with their best. However, the enemies were also improved with enhanced ability and more enemies were appearing. Streets of Rage 3. The crime boss Mr. X hires a weird the crime boss Mr. X apostrophe S for some reason hires a world-leading robotic researcher at his company RoboPsi Corporation to create robots to replace city officials. In the plan, Mr. X will run the city using a remote control. His crime company, the Syndicates, has placed bombs around the city. Cyborg Gilbert Zan contacts Blaze Fielding with the details of the Syndicate's plan. Blaze forms a task force with Axel Stone and Eddie Skate Hunter to bring them down. To bring down the Syndicate once and for all. The Ooze. As a scientist, you deal with chemicals all day long, but one day the worst sort of thing happens. Your boss creates a compound that turns you into a puddle of thick green goop, and you get flushed down the drain. Thankfully, you have some newfound abilities that come with your transformation, which will help you make your way back to the lab so that you can be restored to humanity. Solve puzzles and fight enemies along the way to prevent your boss from taking over the world. Vector Man. In the distant future, all of man's chores are done by thankless robots. Thankless? Whatever. When the leader of the robots accidentally has his head replaced with a bomb, he decides that now it is time for the robots to rise up and take control. All the robots are ordered to stop their work and immediately start making weapons for the takeover. The only robot unaffected is the barge pilot Vector Man, who is out of range during the switch. Now this pilot is the sole hope of humanity, and he sets out to destroy the evil leader known as Warhead. The fate of the planet is at stake. Why would having his head replaced with a bomb cause him to turn evil? Wouldn't it just cause his head to explode? Vector Man 2. After the apparent end of the evil plans of Warhead, Vector Man discovers that many of the weapons in the newly built robot army remain. Hidden in dark and secret locations. They are bent on destruction and will stop at nothing to fulfill their fallen leader's mission. As Vector Man, it is your job to protect humanity. Various robot types and cutting-edge weapons stand in your way as you stand between the robots and the fate of the planet itself. This is fast and furious action at its finest. Alright, I've rushed through it fast enough I can read this one at a normal pace because there's a full minute left. And there's not much text. Virtua Fighter 2. The call for the greatest fighters in the world has once again been issued. The World Fighting Tournament is back with greater fighters, more special moves, and greater numbers of spectacular locations in which to do battle. The champions of the first tournament are back with some new faces as well. You must use all of your skills to survive the challenges that await. Alright, there's a minute left. So I want to tell you something. I want to do a series where I do one episode of every game on there, but I have no way to record my Genesis. So, if you know of a way to record AV cables, normal AV, not my component that I use, that's cheap and easily accessible to someone who has maybe $10 to his disposal, cool. Otherwise, if you happen to have money coming out your wazoo, feel free to email me and I will tell you where to send me an AV to component converter. But honestly, I doubt any of you have so much money that you can be living life easily with the ability to just basically chuck $130 at some random YouTuber. So, don't do that if you don't have lots and lots and lots of money because, frankly, I wouldn't want to be responsible for you giving up that big amount of money unless you have a lot of money to spare. Or maybe you're not rich, but you just won the lottery. I don't care. But anyways, thanks for watching. You know where the like and subscribe buttons are? Just click them. This is the end of the series. Sayonara, Shokugun.